Hello, my name is Mariana, and today this is a reading for Scorpio. So, Scorpio, I'm doing this reading as usual with my own deck of cards. So, the cards that you'll see in this reading are from this deck. So, let's talk about today's message for you, Scorpio. I feel like coming from your last reading, if I'm correct, it has been a very intense period of your life, or some sort of current circumstance where you're dealing with maybe a personal or professional issue or a situation that is delicate. And this reading today is all about keeping your eyes open, because there's something that you have to be more than just aware and more than just mindful about it. It's almost like you have to it's a little bit of a warning, to be cautious of what is really going on, because I feel like there is a lot that is not going in the pace that you desired. It's almost like things are moving slower, and I feel like you know exactly why, or you know exactly who is making this process a little bit more difficult, or a little bit slower than it could be or than it should be. And it's almost like it's making your rewards or your sense of fulfillment, but it's more than just fulfillment and personal satisfaction. It's almost like a sense of mission accomplished, right? So let's begin with the first card, that is the World card. So the first thing that came through with this World card, because it actually fell down like this sideways, so I was seeing this, these two lines here in the center of this circle as an eyeball, right? So there's something about keeping your eyes open at every moment, because the sense that I was getting here, and I was like really careful to feel this energy here, because it feels like there is a bit of a warning coming from this card, because whenever I tried to penetrate it, it's almost like it was so, what is the word? It's not even sensitive, it's more like, and it's not dangerous per se, but it involves high risk, or it's something that you have to really pay attention, right? What is going around, especially because, being a circle, being the world, I often, go to the sphere, the 360-degree kind of perspective, right? It's not just paying attention at what is in front of you. It's more like this this larger world perspective, right? It's not just your personal life or your job, or it's not something so immediate. This is what this card was talking about. It's like, if you blink, this is the interesting thing, here comes the warning, right? If you blink for even just a second, Scorpio, apparently your world can change in a very drastic kind of way, right? So this is the reason why I feel like there is no room for, just drifting off. It's almost like you have to be alert, right? And the reason for that, well, it clarified because of the Eight of Swords that is coming next. So what this card was talking about, it's not coming as like an attack. It's coming through more as a rapid process of building up your defense mechanism. So because you're so alert, because your eyes are so open, because you're so aware of your surroundings and what is going on in your world, because maybe you feel like there is imminent change coming, and if you blink, you'll miss it somehow. With this Eight of Swords, it's like change could be felt right now, this is the reason why you have to keep your eyes open, could be felt as something detrimental or something negative. But this is the thing about this Eight of Swords today for you, Scorpio. This is coming through as like a very quick response, right? It's almost like this doesn't go through your mind. It's almost like an instinct because you're paying such a close attention to everything around you. It's like to the slightest sign of anything, right? Different than usual. It's like you are really good at defending yourself. And the other thing also, because of this card coming next, the Four of Swords, you are really good, or you are becoming really excellent, I should say, at recovering. So this Four of Swords is like minimizing the damage, right? If there was like something that could be potentially a threat, right? A potential threat to your world, to your environment, to your cosmos, right? It's like you are really good in, you know, building up your fences, in finding those quick tools to rest, to regenerate. This is talking about regeneration. This is talking about more than just a rest phase or like a necessary nap, right, in the middle of the afternoon. This is talking about like, well, maybe we are talking about a nap in the middle of the afternoon because, you know, after all, if you cannot even blink, right, from this card, it's like, when do you rest? When do you get this moment of just relaxing and letting down your guards? But I feel like this is how good and quick you are becoming, Scorpio, of, it's almost like it's more than just your vision. That's the thing, right? It's not about just the sight with your eyes open. With this card is more like this natural instinct to defend yourself. So it's more like it's more than just intuition. It's like the senses of your body are able to capture things that are beyond your sight, right? It's not just things that are in front of you. It's like your senses are, you know, just picking up on every signal, right, that is around you because it's touching your world. So even though the things that you cannot see, it's like you are aware of them. Does it make sense? And I feel like this is why you are good at building up your defenses, so the potential damage is not, it's not too harsh, or it's not too damaging, right? It's like it's not too overwhelming. It's like you are capable of restoring and repairing the like the, when you go to those low energies, right? It's like you are quickly, it's like you're quickly elevating your energy, right? Because you're paying close attention. You know, this is something that I'm really intrigued by your reading today. It's like, how come you're so aware, but still you are, it's like, it's almost like you're awake at every single moment because you're so aware. Even when you are, you know, going for like a nap in the afternoon, it's like even then your other senses are in tune, are activated, right? This is the reason why any sort of aggression or invasion or attack, or however you want to name this sort of penetration, right, of your orb, of your aura, is like nothing really can touch you, right? And this is gorgeous, but there's something about how this consumes you. It's almost like this is, being this alert can be tiring, right? It's almost like you know that you can do this very well. So whenever some sort of potential damage like shows up, it's like you know how to react to it, how to respond to it in order to not let yourself lose all of your energy, right? And lose all of the calibration of your world. It's how it's coming through right now. But I feel like this can be tiring to the point that it's like you don't see evolution coming from this, right? It's almost like, but when can we do something? When can we move on from this cycle, right? Maybe we're talking about like a cycle that is repeating, in a sense that maybe it's like you don't want to really blink because you are fearing the change, right? Because you are, from the experience that you've had with your eyes open, it's like, that once you close your eyes, it's like this could come your way, right? And this is bringing the change, but it's almost like you are doing enough cycles of this process. You're doing enough turns of this self-protection mechanism that I feel like you are starting to wonder if this is there for a certain purpose, if this is being placed to you, is being sent your way so that you are, what is the word? Not just distracted, but occupied. Because I feel like with this card coming next, this Hierophant, this card came through as the authority that can give you the signal, or the signature is coming through more specifically as a signature that could like just open the doors to heaven. I know this is too dramatic, it's just what I heard, but because the card that's coming next is the Sun card. So I feel like they are holding the sun. It's almost like they're holding your happiness, or they are holding something that Scorpio, that could be very beneficial and beautiful to you, right? And they have the ability to hold that off, right? To make this process what is the word? Delayed? Is it delayed? It feels like they are in control of how fast you experience the sun, or how fast you can go to the sunshine, right? Imagine if this is a boss, it's like they are keeping you inside your dark, humid cubicle or room and preventing you from experiencing the sunshine, right? And I feel like they have some sort of authority over you, and maybe you are becoming aware of, that they could, if you don't obey to them, it's like they could change your world in a negative way. That is a reason why maybe you have to keep your eyes open, specifically because of the power and the authority that this Hierophant has, and I feel like it's coming through more like a professional kind of setting. It's more than, a father figure or some sort of family bond. It's coming through more like an authority that has the power to fire you, right? Or anything like that, or just to hinder you in your workplace somehow. And this is the reason why I feel like you are so good at, just activating your self-defense mechanism in a very quickly kind of way, in a very sharp kind of way, because it's almost like well who this person is, right? And their power in a sense, and also the power that they have to open up the doors to heaven, to open up the doors to the sunshine. So it's not that they have your world in their hands, but maybe you are feeling like that right now, right? Just because you are more aware, right? Remember, you are aware of everything around you, not just things that you can see, but things that you can sense without your sight being there, right? It's like well, the intuitive sense, right? This could be, but you know, yeah, in a sense, the process is being slowed down because of this one, right? Whoever this Hierophant is for you, Scorpio. And it's like they are in control in a sense of how long you can, you have to do this work until you can enjoy, a day out in the sunshine, essentially. And I feel like this can be a little bit of frustration for you, right? Because you see that there is a beautiful day outside, but they are giving you even more and more and more work to do. And I feel like this gives you a little bit of what is the word for that? It's like their intention, from what I see, it's like to test you, right? It's like they see that you respond with effective things, right? It's like your response mechanism is really good, is very efficient. So the way that they provoke you, in a sense, and that you just regenerate yourself very quickly, it's almost like the more this cycle continues, because we're ending with another 4 and another 8, the 4 of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles, right? So here we had the 4 and the 8. It's like there is a little bit of not disconnect with yourself, but it's almost like you are, the word that just came through is like lethargic, but it's more like and not depressed, tedious, or it's like that you're going to have to work really, really hard just under their control, right? It's like they have control over like your relaxation or your moment of fun, your moment of, it's because it's more than just fun, right? It's like this Sun card is coming through as mission accomplished. It's like you want to feel like you've done everything before you can go enjoy the sunshine outdoors, right? It's like there is a sense of responsibility within you because you know how important this is for your world, for the maintenance of your world. Sorry about the noise. So I feel like that's the thing that I'm on the fence about, right? It's like, are you scared that your world could change if this one feels like you are changing? Because if they keep on, just giving you more and more and more work to do, or more and more and more rules to follow, or they are, in a sense, controlling your life or your hours, or what you do with your day-to-day activities, it's like it's not that you're losing hope, it's just that that it's not going to be easy breezy, right? It's like because of the 8 of Pentacles, it's like there is a little bit of a losing your heart's passion or your heart's ignition. It's becoming too squared, it's becoming too repetitive. This alertness, this complete awareness, wanting maybe to just take a nap, to have the possibility of blinking and everything being okay, but you can't, because it's almost like your decisions are not being made by you, your decisions are being made by this person. So it's almost like you have to keep up. I don't know, it's very hard for me to really decipher what it is, but I feel like there is something that is like a splinter in your heart, because it's becoming too squared, too limited, too, it's like you feel like there is a lot of potential, but there is also a lot of hard work involved, right? It's like maybe you're not being valued by everything that you're putting in, right? And your resilience, this is something that is like very apparent. It's like they're not really giving you the full worth for your responsibility, but also your like how much you're delivering, right? And how much you are putting in, right? Because it's almost like you are working for somebody that it's not seeing what you're doing, so it's like you have to work harder to prove yourself to them. So yeah, this can be, you know, a little bit of a shame in a sense, because you see the potential, but I feel like there is also a little bit of a fear in you, Scorpio, that your world might change if this higher up, this boss, this higher authority sees you with different eyes, perhaps, right? So this is really intriguing. I'm going to pull more cards for you to see where this very encrypted message wants to go. And also I'm going to pull from the astrological runes in the extended reading. So if you want to join me, I'll be happy to see you. If not, I'll see you next time. Okay, bye, Scorpio.